Afrobeat roundup. We move on to Tiwa Savage at the moment. Big Lala, you take the floor on this. Tiwa Savage has gone on so many media, rounds this season. It's the
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
this is personal, or what's the name of the album?
Yeah.
This one is personal, the album. And she said a whole lot, from whiskey to the industry to X. It's been a whole lot. She was on
This is
tour
the longest Tiwa has said
the
so many
longest.
things.
Yes.
Oh,
She was
wow.
on tours and Gbemi the other day, and they played a video for her of She. And there's been a lot of goes between these two artists. That was when both of them were very hot. But now we know she is not that, hot anymore. Tiwa is doing her best to compete with, the ladies we have, Arya Star, Thames, and the rest. And she's doing really well for herself. But yeah, what's all the whole talk about industry backstabbing, accusations here and there, and just a whole lot. She seems Tiwa is not happy with the industry, and she
Mm,
has a lot to say. What
uh,
exactly is the issue?
yeah, I mean, like I said, this is like the longest Tiwa has had to. I mean, this run of podcasts and interviews,
Yeah,
long for Tiwa, and
yeah,
she's along the way. She has not been perfect. Let's not lie. She has not been perfect. She's had to miss Yan a couple of times. There are things we are not prepared to, that she should have even delved into. The
yeah.
Tyler incident where she was absolutely killed in South Africa. Everything about her was just boom. Who
Tyler,
sent you
Tyler,
message?
did you say Tyler?
Yeah.
What happened to Tyler?
Okay, there was this when she went to is it the Morning Club in the US, that popular video
Yeah, yeah,
show.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And they put up a question to her about, Tyler had issues with Black Americans
yeah,
and all. Yeah.
yeah,
And she was asked that what does she feel about what Tyler said? And bear in mind, this was a little over 2 years ago.
yeah.
Whatever happened is because Tyler said she was colored or something, and they put it to Tiwa that what does she think about this thing? Instead of Tiwa to just try and remove herself, she said on behalf of Tyler, like you say, where I come from. Let me say the way she said. She said, from where I come from, when the young ones have, Tabati share, when they have, you know, done something bad, the elder ones will apologize on their behalf. She now said, oh, on behalf of Tyler, we apologize for what she said. And Tyler fans absolutely killed her. That who sent you? Because there's this ongoing back and forth between Tyler and Black Americans. They just have something against her where they're always telling her that, oh, she's on doing all the
Yeah,
years of
yeah,
hard
yeah, yeah,
work and blah
yeah.
blah
I
blah.
know about the Tyler thing. Yeah,
Yeah. So Tyler fans i- destroyed her. Podcast on podcast, tweet on tweet, and said, "Who sent you?" Even Tyler herself on social media said
mm.
she didn't apologize for anything. Right? That's what Tyler herself said. So the whole podcast one has not been perfect for Tiwa Savage.
It's not
And
been.
I think it's until she brought it back home. I think that's where we now started to see more depth discussion of things she's involved in, things she knows about. Those are the times that it started to get more interesting. Okay, finding out more information. All those she was dating one person, the person didn't want to let her know to be known, up to the recent interviews where she was on Tools and Gbemio's podcast. And they did say quite a lot, right? And they brought the Shei incident in. And then apparently they're fine now,
Mm.
right? But I mean, back then Tiwa Savage said she did not know. Apparently, what's her name?
Shay,
She's
Shay.
aunt was dating Tiwa's ex, whatnot, because that's what Sheisha said. Even though I have a hard time believing things that come out of Sheisha's mouth. Good artist in her prime, right?
Mm.
But she says quite a lot that I just cannot believe things that come out of her mouth, right? Sometimes I don't want to say it's delusion, but yeah, but Tiwa responded and said, acted like she didn't know. She knew the person, but she
Mm.
said she didn't know it was Sheishe, right? And then she went on to other discussions about the industry, which I find quite strange because I want to ask you one thing. People always come for Tiwa and like she doesn't play enough role in getting female collaborations. Right. What do you feel about it? Do you think she's done enough or she hasn't?
That's Tiwa Savage. Is it on this album run?
Not even this album, more like in terms of female features during her time in the industry. People keep on,
Hmm.
they place her on that pedestal and say Tiwa does not
Well,
feature
well. To
enough
be
female.
honest, I think it's a bit unfair. On Tiwa alone, I think it's a bit unfair that the people focus on Tiwa.
Because she's number
You
one,
understand?
African bad girl.
Yeah, but there's Yemi Alade there as well. It's recently Yemi Alade. Okay, she just featured Favor on one. See, the truth is, the females they don't feature each other that much. Maybe it could be because of okay, if I feature this lady, does she have enough followers to get me my song? Let me feature the bigger the male artist. So could be for any reason. Trust me, could be for any reason. But I feel like Tiwa, all of them they are at fault. They are guilty on this whole feature thing. You understand? So me personally now, I won't say Tiwa Savage is at fault. Yeah, on a pedestal and everything. Forget pedestal, Baba. Forget pedestal. All of them are at fault for this. Trust me,
Okay.
they're at
But
fault for
but,
this.
but Tiwa made one point, right?
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I want to get your thoughts on. She said, to her defense, she said she's actually not uh, like she's actually one of the females who have featured the most female artists in Nigeria. And
She's what?
uh, is one of the female artists who has featured the most female
That's
artists.
not true.
With them, who could that be then if it's not Tiwa? That's one. And she now said that
Okay.
when these songs are released, right? There is there's the there's like this you know, industry attempt not to support. Like now,
Really?
like she said, I'm going somewhere because she said quite a few things. Said, oh, there's usually this industry attempt not to support gatekeepers, don't push it as much as our other features with male people, and they try to pit ladies against each other. She made reference to bands who, for example, they took her off a particular because she could not snap out of postpartum as quickly as possible.
Someone has come to debunk that.
Okay, okay.
Someone
We'll
has
get
come
to
to
that.
debunk that.
So
Yeah.
she's saying that usually that when she sees that there's this comparison that is happening with artists and everything, that she's always dipping it in the board and always getting close, getting them on features, getting them on stage. Because remember when she was performing on a show in Lagos, she brought Yemi Alade on stage. She returned the favor. There was a song that featured Yemi Alade and all this. She says when all these moves are made, that people are not giving it as much attention that they should because it's also a significant moment. Do you think she has a point that the people, the industry
Mm.
per se, when these things are done, when two female heavyweights come together and make a song, there's not just that push that it should deserve as regard. I mean, if it was a two big male heavyweights, it doesn't get that much attention. Do you think she's got a point? And like, for example, radio stations that sometimes that even have female anchors, they don't even play more female artists, they play more males. And they're supposed to
Well,
be at the forefront of pushing female empowerment and all those things.
I hope she was also talking to Tools and Gbemi as well, because those were OAPs as well in their during their time for years, for like over a decade, right? So the thing is, for Tiwa Savage, I mean, shout out to Tiwa Savage, massive respect to her. I feel like number one, did she feature a couple of female artists? Yes, she did. But how many were they? Maybe quite a handful. Yes. Was that good enough? Maybe. Did she feature more male artists? Yes, she did. More
Yeah,
male artists.
could that
Did
be
she work
a
with more male artists? Yes, she did.
could that
So,
be a case of because there are more male artists than female artists?
because
Naturally,
the industry is male dominated, to be honest, as it is right now,
yeah.
how many female artists are Stems featured? How many female artists are a Star featured? How many female artists are Tenny featured? So, I can understand the females not featuring themselves. They probably want to get onto the male side, and because of the domineering side of those people. But yeah, now let's talk about Tiwa Savage and the accusations of, oh, they don't support, and I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. We've all known that music in itself is about promo. If Tiwa Savage says a lot of the time when she drops, they don't support. For every one song that Tiwa Savage, dropped, that people that they said they don't support, there are 20 males that will complain about the same thing, that they don't support them as well. I don't know if you understand me. For
No,
every
I get
song she
what you're
drops,
saying.
for
Yeah.
every song she drops with a female artist, oh, they were not supporting and everything, blah blah. Okay, no wahala. I can tell you that an Ola Dips, you understand, will say the same thing. A
Yeah.
Fino can say the same thing.
Don't even use Ola as an example because
I mean,
it's
apologies to
not Tiwa level. It's not Tiwa level. I think
yes,
the point she's making is at her level, right?
yeah.
When she goes out of her way to make collaborations between whoever it is that is buzzing at that
Is
moment,
that
it's
is
not
that
giving
the
the same attention.
essence? Is that the essence of doing that collaboration?
Yeah, apparently she do, I'm not making case for her. I'm just saying what she has said.
Creating a duet with a female artist because you want people to
No,
support it, or
that's not
because
what
you
she
want it
said.
to go viral.
No, she doesn't want a situation where she's being pitted against these other female artists. She goes out of her way to ensure that
I
she
don't
makes it in a
personally. I
popular
don't think. I don't
feature.
personally. Me, I don't pay to against any female artist. I just know that the females themselves, they probably need to maybe see if we are few. If we know we are few, we're not too much and everything. I feel the smaller we are, the better we can say, guys, let's collaborate too, because these guys, they could dominate us. So it's that mentality of coming together because we are small, so that at least we can also have a voice, kind of thing. But I understand that the industry is male dominated and everything. To be honest, Tiwa Savage has done she's done really, really well. She's done very well for herself.
Mm,
She's collaborated with female artists and everything. I think we should just let the matter rest.
mm.
Let females collaborate if they want to. Let them do what they. In fact, they are artists. Well, let us even call them, because we call the male artists, we call them male artists. We say female artists, footballers, female footballers, female artists are artists as well. Let them collaborate with anybody where they want to collaborate with. At the end of the day, we'll choose the one we'll listen to, and the fans will choose the one they won't listen to as well. So I think it is what it is. Tiwa Savage, yes, I know that she's a bit pained about the fact that people think, or people try to pit her against female artists and everything. She hasn't really come out to address it, except for now. And I respect her for that, because she's kept her emotions within her for a long time. I just think she should let the matter rest, you know. And I think
Like she go see go podcast too
I
because
think I think people have
matter
moved.
plenty.
Lala, I think people have moved past that talk right now. Female artists, Afrobeat don't pass
I
that
don't think
level now.
so. I don't
I
think
think
so.
so. I think so.
You think?
I think so. Nobody's talking about Jibel Ade and Tiwa Savage. See,
That's the time now, but look at it with this time now. We see a lot of Thames and Arya Star, right? Is there one song? Are you telling me that if both of them come up for one song?
my question is: are people talking about a collaboration between Thames and Ariasta?
People
Are people saying it?
people say stoply now that why are we not getting the biggest female artists collaborating with each other? It's always been happening and it will continue to happen.
I don't think it's a. I think it's a non-issue. I don't think it's a major thing that is keeping people a bit,
About
keeping
that
them
talk,
up at night.
they like there's always this notion of female Nigerian musicians, they don't collaborate with themselves. It's always been there until today. It's still there. It's still
So
there.
so how do we resolve this?
More collaboration, like make use of of
But
their.
they can't force it. They can't force it.
They can't force it, but look at it this way now. We've seen at least two different pictures of Tyler, Ayasta, and Thames, good friends. Why haven't they have? Why is it that it's so hard to get? For example, are you telling me that if three of them drop on a song, like the internet won't shake and say, "Oh, wow, we got these three powerhouses on the record."
On the record and everything.
But
Well, to be honest, is it's That's true. But at the end of the day,
And then
let
maybe
them
just
just do what
bringing
they
up
have to do, to
more
be honest.
female artists. Of course, it's hard. I understand it, and I
Yeah.
know. You see, you know why it's a issue. It's not why I think it's the issue because it's an issue. And I remember one time when Fav, who is somebody who has made strides in the industry, you know, was posed that question on the podcast. And what did she say? She goes, "Say me where I see they push up my platform. I'll go come feature another female artist. I'll
Mm,
go male artist." That's what she said.
mm.
So it's a standing issue that needs to be addressed. The
Addressed.
female artists need to feature more of themselves.
Well,
Maybe
yeah, yeah, I get it, I get it. So what somebody said that a company took her off their advert campaign because she was struggling with, postpartum, coming back, snapping back. That
mhm.
was the word of them. But someone who was on that campaign at that time said, "Well, this is not true." You know,
What did the person
uh,
say?
the person said, um, first of all, that's not true. That's what the person said. You know,
Who is the person?
okay, so I know this person very well. His name is Justin Essien. And I know Justin worked with that drinks brand at that time. And, yeah. So basically, um, he said, first of all, that's not true. Basically, that's what he said.
That's all he said.
Yeah.
The
Uh,
person is not serious. Make him. I don't want to use bad
no,
words for
he
him.
worked on that campaign at the time, Big Lala.
Yeah, but you can't just say first of all that's not true. What kind of statement is that? And I'm supposed to take him serious. Oh, come on, man, look at it now. Somebody said a statement, someone said something, and he goes, first of all, that's not
That's
true.
not true.
I'm 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 sorry, I can't take that kind of person seriously. Take this down.
Anyways, so shout out to Tiwa Savage and shout out to, I think Tiwa Savage has a lot of industry things she wants to. She's it she looks to me like someone who has bottled up a whole lot, and
Omo,
when
she
the
said
time
a
is
lot o.
right, she's see,
She said when she was pregnant, a
yeah,
politician sent a private jet, a private plane to come and pick her up after a show. That's one of the things they have to deal with as women. And
yeah,
you look at the audacity. You are pregnant with the love of
yeah,
your. You see why you're
yeah,
pregnant? Yeah, and
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
TVs,
abuse, yeah.
TVs don't propose on the night. Another politician, a man, send you.
See,
Women they try.
I'm saying that Tiwa Savage
They
has said a
try.
lot, but I can tell you for a fact she has said only 10%. That
Yeah, of
lady has
course.
a whole lot to say,
Of
and the
experience,
day
yeah.
she will say it, I think Tiwa needs to go on the run of Nigerian podcast. She needs to say a whole lot. We need
Yes, that's the plan because
She's
we're
on a
saying a
she's
lot, a
on a
lot.
mission to expose the industry. I don't know what the end game is. I don't know, but I think she's on a mission to expose, to say a whole lot. Maybe it's for the album promo, or she just wants to release
Album
herself
promo
with
now.
a lot of.
Now album promo,
But at
but
the end of the day, they are going to
feeling
overshadow the
more than
album. Lala, those things she's going to say,
mm.
in fact, a couple of things that she has said, they've overshadowed the album already.
Yeah, but I don't think the purpose of right. I know it's album promo, but in the end of it, it's still good because a lot of people are getting to know more about her, and she's been
I
on the
agree.
download
I
for
agree.
quite a
I
lot, and I
agree.
don't
I
think she
agree.
set about for that album to
Yeah, maybe
be the
because of
best.
the title of the album, this one is personal. So she wants
Yeah,
to,
this
she wants to
personal.
just go, personal things and say
Yeah,
a whole lot about her experience in the
yeah.
Tiwa, continue, just continue and give us all the juice. We
Mm,
want to hear that one. Anyways, guys, all the best to Tiwa Savage.
mm.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for checking checking in with us on this particular episode of Afrobeats Roundup. It's been a lovely one, Big Lala. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. Before we go, I want to let you know that you can shoot your event with us for as low as affordable. Let's not put any price, but yeah,
Shoot your
please
podcast. We got a
shoot your
podcast
podcast
studio. Check
at our studio.
social media on Instagram. Yeah, you find our videos of our
Custom Media
podcast
on
page.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Check out our studio. Come and shoot your podcast there. Come and shoot your content there. Also, call us if you're an SME. Call us for your content shoot. Call us for your event shoot, your birthday, whatever it is at all, your weddings. We are there. Affordable. We are very, very affordable. And we'll be glad. You will be glad that you did by calling us. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you on the next episode of Afrobeat Roundup. Big Lala has been amazing. Thank you so much. And we'll see you on the next one. Please don't stop being amazing and God bless you.
Amazing.